We'll see if they can actually pull it off. Cassio here.
Maybe just feeling like the last remaining strong blind for the mid lane match, but immediate LeBlanc response coming in from Caps, and this is a champion that, again, for the Varus in the back line, potentially going to be for the jungle matchup, but hold that thought. Skumon moving in with the ethereal chains missing. Cream, clean movement to deny this. Going back in for a bit of extra poke. Keeping it going. Keep in mind, Feng Yue is over the wall. Caps going for a little bit of a longer trade. Now he's going to dash back, but he's grounded. A solo kill. Caps didn't need to go back in. Maybe wanted to save the wave. Their own really strong lane to play around to balance out what is Cream very steadily ramping up this gold lead in mid.
Yeah, so in that case, when you don't, then you say you go for trades.
Yep.
They're like, okay, you guys are going top side for grubs. Let's go bottom side for the dragon here. Caps is going to get one of those control wards around mid down. That's going to be very beneficial for his continued trades. And they're going to take the dragon. It is going to mean Tien helps with the top side. They interrupt the recall here. Broken Blade does cancel his for now. Does Swayon also check the brush? Yes, sir.
Jackie Love just continuing to poke, and Skumon is in the area. Might be going for the 3v3. Nice ulti from LeBlanc to look for the disengage. Feng Yue now caught out. Should just get cut down. Ulti still going. Connecting onto Jackie Love. Skumon grabbing the double.
That is an scene on a ward walking topside.
Caps trying to clear this wave, was sent topside because he has access to the teleport, but is it going to cost him his life? Public execution flashed away from Arrow, going a little bit wide. That's the fake one! That's the clone! He gets tricky, but it just doesn't matter. They cover their bases. TES with a flawless dive.
Yeah, there's 25 more gold over there. However, he hasn't played international games at Riot Internationals and is so young. I've been incredibly impressed with his potential. He really does play to carry games. Is going to come to break your dragon stacking, and that's what we kind of expect from TES.
TES.
Oh, they're wrapping around.
To grab the Herald, lock up onto Caps. Nothing he can do to dodge this one. Follow-up hook is there. Cream going to look to lay down the miasma just in time. Caps walking out, ulti, but he's still taking dash back for the last Twin Fang. We'll drop him. Yeah.
Because they're there, it cut off the other area for escape for Caps and allowed Cream to do what he did. Now Caps is...
Oh, Caps locked up. Public execution about to get cut down. The solo bolo!
Okay, Dracos. I'm starting to feel objectives by the book, Dracos. Going to be able to get your mid lane priority, get your dragon, put a stop to their stacking. 3,500 gold lead for TES. Extremely fed solo lane carries. Now G2 trying to make something happen though.
Get something, hoping to catch out Cream. Ulti from Rob catches out Feng Yue, who's immediately going to hook out. Paired with the equalizer, but not really getting much.
Yeah, I mean, they get one flash off the Cassio. Feng Yue also had the flash, I guess, so that's two plus the heal. So you do get a little bit as far as summoner spells with the teleport also being used.
Level 15. Might be able to 2v1. 6 seconds until his ulti's available.
Olaf's coming too, though.
Started. Don't think he can 3v1. Getting burned down. Ulti going to turn back. Big damage coming in. LeBron with the locket. Flash away. Back into enemy tower. Will still get the 1-for-1.
Yeah, Swayon barely gets it there. Does get the support kill for himself at the very least. 3 members invested from G2 to the bottom lane, but Jackie's pushing mid. Broken Blade will at least finish up the rest of this tower. Does he get caught, though, trying to escape? There's a control ward in the second brush, so he's... Let's see about this, though. They actually are just getting mid priority for this. So, I mean, yeah, you got a little bit of damage done, but that is a whole tower gone in mid lane. This time around, because G2 are chipping, they're cutting down on that gold lead, okay? So they've cut down a couple areas, and now being able to split push, Caps should finish off the top tower. They've got control wards here.
And already burning his defensive cooldowns, but just a bit of poke, and unfortunately Caps gets poked more.
And all this time, again, more split pushing. Feng Yue, more and more. This Ambessa is actually just going to 1v9 it.
Arrow connects in the brush. TES don't have vision, but the comment enough to tell them they have to be careful.
Okay. How big of a factor will this Braum be in the team fight? How much can Lebrov lock up?
Good question. Stepping very far forward, keeping our eyes on Swayon. Most fed member of the team alongside Cream. The public execution, crucial. Objective getting lower and lower. Lebrov locked up. Ulti combo is good. Jackie Love now in trouble as Skumon starts to tear to the back line. Immediate fall coming from Caps. Swayon a little bit dizzy. Caught in the midst of 3 members of G2, but manages to find an initial way out. Skumon living for far too long. Lebrov going forward. Multiple members locked up. Broken Blade wants revenge for the laning phase.
As Lebrov takes a little bit of chip damage, but Teleport arrival.
EP in. But now it's going to be Broken Blade dropping down in the meantime. Caps trying to step forward and poke, but Broken Blade just isolated, no flash. His TP just not doing anything in that exchange. Discrepancy here. Again, the initial play, burning the flash in exchange for a TP. The second play, getting a TP for free on top of the kill. Now a tower to follow. So G2 realistically can do nothing to stop this Drake. They're not even going to be able to get in range to try for a 50-50.
I kind of want to even like do a replay of the pan the camera over to see, what the choice. Wait a second.
Okay.
What the choice was there? Because look to get a little aggressive.
Just poking, threatening. Want to force their way in. Platform LeBron. Immediate exhaust coming in, but Jacula with a casual sidestep as Caps tries to commit as well. Arrow connects onto Jacula. Tien waiting in the backside. LeBron already down. Zwayan hasn't even arrived to the fight. Skewmon wants to make a difference. He'll get through Jackie, but I don't know if it's enough to keep him alive. In the midst of 4, he will finally fall. G2 desperate. The ulti from Tien is there. Hansama with nowhere left to run. TES poised to take the Baron.
Oh, swing and a miss from G2. Wait, find your way into the wall.
Oh, he just reads him. Sees the snapback coming, picks him off. My God.
Zwayan able to find the Magician once again, takes down Caps as TES take down the Baron.
Incredibly dominant performance from TES. It feels like they've had G2's number from minute the key mines.
And it is so impressive from this team. We talked about it earlier, but 369 stepping back, Zwayan coming in with big shoes to fill, and he has been aggressive all the way. Lebrov, he's messing around in the wrong side of town. That's not your jungle anymore, buddy.
They're already coming out. Sidesteps one of the double daggers, but Zwayan there to finish the kill.
From him, he knows where that distortion came from.
He knows where you're forced to go back to, and at this point, G2 forced back to their base as TES breaking open mid lane. Cream and Tien for now uncontested. G2 on the ropes here in game 1. But an arrow forces a flash from Cream. Will at least allow them to defend their mid lane inhibitor for now. LeBron continuing to step up. Knows that some risks are needed if they're going to come back in this one. Caps really playing with fire here. Tien does a lot of damage with 3 items.
Yeah, a lot of these TS members are looking very scary. So G2, what can they do? At these moments, you kind of just have to full send one lane. Choose one lane and just go. I mean, Zwayan does have a Guardian Angel, but...
Ulti, hoping that they can proc the GA, but the rest of TES now trying to cover. Ulti down onto Caps. They spot him, recalling onto the distortion. Immediate fall now coming in for Crims. Miasma laid down. Zwayan still alive, still on a rampage, still tearing through all of G2 as Caps tries desperately to hold the line, but it is not enough in the face of TES. 10,000 gold in the lead, 16 kills to 8. Caps can dance, dip, duck, dive, dodge all he wants, but he's dead just as the rest of his team is. TES first blood in this series against G2.
Woo, taking care of business here. TES and Zwayan, welcome to the international stage.
Feng Yue, if he wants to play more for the bot lane 2v2 or maybe leave Jackie Love, Ezreal, a really nice champion to have if you want to be roaming, if you want to be more active on the map. But there's the Xin. You talked about seeing it last time. We had to wait till game 2, but more tools for Skewmon to impact the map early on, more CC, a little bit more setup, and in a series where you've lost the game. If you're not also winning the games, it doesn't always feel fantastic. It's a clean charm. Q flash through. Flash back from Cream. Neither side going to get anything else. Flash for flash traded. Tien on the way in, though. Caps now in trouble. Lebrov might be a little bit too late. The extra shielding coming in. Pix helping as much as she possibly can as the charm takes Tien under tower. As Tien may be set to fall. Lebrov there to finish it. It's the time. Dragon Strike doesn't get the kill, but the standard does.
For G2. Still, Caps does get the kill credits, does get that bonus gold, so going to be a much better start for him in the mid lane individually.
He's blasting on Hansama in trouble. He stepped forward, took too many autos. The blooming burst, the Q doing so.
Yeah, definitely a little bit scary with how much Tien has been around mid.
Drag, he knows he's got no flash. He's been tracking the ultimate, which means Caps has nowhere left to go. Weirding to finish it. TES.
1,000 gold here in the early stages is just going to be a trade as Tien goes for the grubs on top side, but Skewmon will finish up that dragon number 1.
Fast enough to get out without a fight, and thus far they're able to do so. Would have been at a pretty difficult position given all the AoE ultimates available, but it does feel a little bit personal sometimes.
Always. I mean, jungle's always personal, dude.
Tien going back in. Thought Skewmon was going over the wall. Skewmon still with double bumps, has already marked the grubs.
Look at the mid lane. Cream's moving first too.
That's going to be big. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, 1v1 fight breaking out. Wild's growth already used. Skewmon flashing away from the Cataclysm damage is pretty crucial as Hansama backsteps. Jackie Love not able to Q through Lebrov. Importantly, Hansama ulting. Flash back from Lebrov. Blinking health bars on both members of G2. Help pick shield coming in. Whoa. Jackie Love drops. Feng Yue is next. 2 kills for the G2 bottom lane.
Oh, they saw the teleport behind them, so they knew they had to run into it. Now topside.
Broken Blade, no mana. No hope of an escape. EQ, flag and drag combo. Cream coming in to try to pick up the kill credit. Initial skills dodged out. Broken Blade just buying as much space as he can, trying not to give him too much time with the tower, as Cream going to grab the kill in the end.
Okay, Wild TS for the flash plays to follow, but as soon as they know the teleport was coming down behind them.
Fighting Zweon. Zweon just too strong. No, the help picks. Lebrov again! This man is always exactly where he needs to be. It's not enough to get the kill back on Zweon, but it's enough to keep Hansama alive for a brief moment.
Zweon gets the minion wave. Nicely done from him. You're saying it, Lebrov here. The ambulance around the rift for G2.
Ulti. Broken Blade will be dead again.
They need another ambulance, Dracos.
They only got 1 ambulance on the team, and there's a lot of people in need.
Call another ambulance. And
again, we mentioned before, we wanted to see the solo laners on the side of G2 step up. That might be the key to victory. Instead, it is the bottom lane. It is Hansama and especially Lebrov.
Can they get
clutch on this shielding? Getting Zweon would be massive. Nice wild growth to interrupt the slice and dice, and it means a clean kill onto the top laner of TES.
Trying to fight back is G2. It's still that TS are taking more across the map on the other side.
It's a very similar story to Game 1. In Game 1, it was Skewmon on the Olaf who was getting things back. This time around, it's G2's bottom lane, but it's the same core story of TES always trading up, getting a tower while you're getting scraps, 1 or 2 kills. So it's good to keep it close, but not good enough.
Though. They're looking for the setup here.
Meanwhile, on the top lane, Broken Blade going all out. Zweon popping the Dominus. Ulti for ulti thus far. Q3 ready to go. Hoping to get the pullback under tower. Pathmaker unstoppable. Good damage back from Broken Blade. Gonna find the solo bolo with the Q flash. Getting a bit of respect back after that Game 1. Zweon overconfident as TN moves in and manages to steal it. Double knockup coming in for Feng Yue. Cream looking for a little bit of the chase. Ulti still there. Ready to go between worlds as Hansama has that blinking health bar. Will finally fall. Caps 3 stacks on the ulti. Hoping to outplay, hoping to dance around them. Broken Blade first to the fight. Lebrov living for far too long, but the charm goes wide. TES on the retreat. Back into the mid lane. Caps health bar blinking. G2 going to be forced to back away. But the Drake going to the side of TES.
Just as G2 get a little of his individual matchup up there, they weren't able to chase down any extra.
And the fights aren't done yet. Caps waiting off the side, going over the wall, looking to lock up Feng Yue. Might have thought it was Zweon, but will slow down the play at the very least. Dominus now popped. Rift Herald picked up, stolen by Skewmon, but no one can grab the eye. G2 on the retreat as Jackie Love starting to stack up the rising spell force. The attack speed increasing. In the midst of the entire fight, it's the ulti once again coming in for Cream. G2 trying to hold on, but TES taking over. Cream on a rampage. Jackie Love finding one as the chase continues. Feng Yue cosplaying Cream, stepping up. G2 zoned away from their own tower. The ulti pop for Hansama, not enough to shift things away as TES now set to take the top lane tier 1 as well.
Oh, what a beautiful fight there from TES. That re-engage from Cream. Huge damage to set them up, and Tien goes right through with the Cataclysm. They're going to be able to get a tower on top of the team fight victory.
Caps hoping maybe someone overstays, just focusing on clearing out this wave, but
no flash, no teleport,
TP.
no ult.
Jackie Love, on the other hand, might have stepped a bit too far forward in mid lane. Caps getting tricky. Zweon, duped. Movement speed. Oh no, the minions are there. He's gonna double dash. Charm going wide, devastating. Caps praying for the W cooldown instead of the flash 40. At least gets the flash. A few more seconds on the charm. Ruthless Predator there. Down goes Caps. Almost had the escape.
On that Nico and keep her out of the fight. Hopefully the Cassante would be able to do it.
The observers are teasing us, hinting at maybe where Feng Yue could be. Invisible from behind, the knockup is there. Hansama cop of the fall is not there, crucially. Hansama free to unload for a brief moment, but Tien just jumps right on his head as Cream goes between worlds, knocking down G2, the only Fed member. Not enough when TES laser in on that target. G2 obliterate.
Before it even starts.
It's just devastating. You can see frustration on the face of G2. They know what happens. They didn't mark the flanker. They understand exactly what went wrong, but it's not going to change things now. The Red Bull Baron power play already 900 gold in the favor of TES, a 6,000 gold advantage, empowering them. More items completed across the board, but Zweon. He is always flashy, but as you know from playing with players who are like that, from watching them on streams, it is a double-edged sword. He can make a montage, but he can also make some mistakes.
Also, if you're given one back at this stage, well, Caps could get an objective bounty on top side. I don't think Skewmon here wants to like full send to do anything on the Dragon, but objective bounties are what built into the game for comebacks, okay? For this explicit ask for a lot more from him. He has been superb, and so you deserve to upgrade. Medjai's completed for him. He is a terror on the map because the burst damage from towards mid lane and towards the Dragon. Yeah, you weren't fighting that Dragon any day of the week anyway, but nice escape.
Doesn't matter that he used the barrier, he lived.
Better safe than sorry. Oh, here we go, engage.
Skewmon caught out here, dash back in. Using the ultimate, but just running back into the enemy team. LeBron already forced to ulti on his own way, but Feng Yue again! Right into Hansama, immediate Mikhail's flashback from Hansama, hoping to live a little bit longer. Broken Blade trying to create as much space as possible, but Cream goes between worlds, goes invisible, and looks to hunt Hansama down. Cream and Tian together, tearing down G2. Broken Blade and Caps on the retreat, all out, about to fade away. The damage will fade. Hoping to hold the line a little bit longer. Tian taking his time, Broken Blade unstoppable with the Pathmaker. An extra shield from the footwork as Cream and Caps looking for the 1v1. Charm going wide is devastating. Cream trying to get past the Orb of Deception. Caps chunked out, knocked out, an ace. His job in a fight, and he hasn't been whiffing really any of the key abilities in these fights. So for G2, again, it feels like the same story as game one. Outclassing some individual matchups, forcing plays left and right. They're determined to force this Baron, but Swayon is coming in behind them. Hansama caught in the Cataclysm. Immediate ulti going to be popped, holding on for dear life as Cream manages to escape. But again, a Pop Blossom. The rookies on this TES lineup are dismantling G2 Esports.
Is that going to be the fight where they run
in? It's not the ideal soul, but they're going to get a lot of value out of it. And now Baron, no one to contest, 8 seconds on Skewmon. No long-range tools for a hope of a miracle steal. It'll be another Baron for top Esports.
Convert the kill onto him, so they didn't take down any of the pages, and the rest of the squad dying over on the other side.
And that is a complete book. That is a novel on how to dismantle G2 Esports. Tian continuing to run forward between worlds, popped. Feng Yue going over the wall, another three-man! This man is making a montage! TES obliterate G2 again. It was not a fluke. It's starting to feel unquestionable. TES dominance from start to finish.
Feng Yue showing him the way back to the fountain there very quickly with his Nico, and TES with an emphatic victory in game number 2 here. Dracos, is it our fault? I thought we were the chosen ones to work on instead, so
interesting.
Are going to see that early green gun priority on the bottom side, and here we go. Syndra did get buffs on the patch. I still prefer the Rise. Syndra can 4 for 3 in summoner spells, but wait, and they need to be able to finish their recalls.
The spot.
So they do have the CS lead for now, but their recalls are really delayed.
In trouble, instantly just finds the kill. Soul Furnace explosion.
He probably wants to like look at the experience before he could get ult. I mean, one more wave, but it's so dangerous.
Flash in, Flay set up there. Gravitum, Rube off the Infernum, and Tian arrives just in time. Hansama out of sums, out of hope in the bot lane 2v2 as Jackie Love grabs the kill. Yep.
He did all that before he was 6 at all.
He's just now 6.
Scuttle Crab is getting...
And the real victim here is the Scuttle Crab. Tian goes down.
Oh my goodness. The tunnel vision for it. And G2 still got the Scuttle Crab.
Feng Yue also in trouble now. Jackie Love really good guns for a fight, but only a level 5 Aphelios. Not a lot of items. Another member of TES falls. Grubbies are getting picked up. Feng Yue shadowing nicely. No one here to protect this tower. BB on the way, but Jackie Love very likely to just grab a quick plate here.
I mean, as hilarious as it was, too, this is a completely different story than all of the other games because Caps...
Play there, hook from Feng Yue, not quite going to connect on the key target. Lock up, bringing way on under tower, flashing, ulting away. Still seems like he might die. Nope, immediate TP out.
See ya!
No one can say this man does not have style.
Zwayon out! Ult into teleport, man! And he got the casters of the wave.
Meanwhile, on the top lane, Jackie Love continuing to lay down a bit of damage. Broken Blade demounted. LeBron going to find the knock-up. That's going to be big. Charm coming in. Remount. Broken Blade about to remount. Jackie Love, I don't think he was ready for this one. Turning back. Purple Guns wants to root them under tower. Another demount for Broken Blade. Going to take him a bit more time this time around. But LeBron goes back in. The fist fight's not done yet. Well, finally.
See what they can actually do. TN though on training force.
Well, Cap's gonna get knocked up by the Cyclone. TN still running forward. Realm Warp on the way in. Skewmon trying to show up. Cap's flash back to safety. Flash over the raging Skarner to find the kill. Skewmon now desperate to get something onto TN. Cream respects it and will back away. Looks like the 1-for-1 overall mid lane for jungle. Closer to those key items is starting to just shred through those mid waves, especially with the upgraded boots. Really just makes it that much harder for Caps to find lethal damage. As TN sneaking his way in. Broken Blade demounted. Instant CC combo. No chance for him to get the remount. TN grabbing another.
A tale as old as time. TS, they give up the dragon on bottom side. Dracos, one of the first two. This one down as well, but they go top side. TN uses that timer.
Connects. Feng Yue, double marks onto Lebrov. Crucially ults away, but Cream now the one in trouble. Running out to safety. Caps whittling down that HP bar. Bone plating. Keeps him alive for a second, but now the kill over to Lebrov, looking for the re-engage in the bottom lane. Lebrov finds the initial knockup. Han Sama, the feathers flying. Feng Yue still taking his sweet time, though, and it's just going to be a kill in the bottom lane. 2 quick kills. Standing in these fights. Dragon setup, though. Eyes on TN. Cap spotted out, isolated. Taken down. The 1,000 gold lead from G2 just disappears in an instant, but now they're hoping to take out TN, guaranteeing the next Drake. They will get one back in return. Knock up onto Broken Blade. Lebrov caught out. The Rakan vulnerable. The dash doesn't get him over the wall. The decimating smash to follow. Down goes Lebrov.
I mean, this is all during a timer. They make the decision here while Cream is top. So everybody sees Cream top. So they want to make a fast play initially, Dracos. And TS are like, okay, fine. We've got such good position. Native.
Skewmon. Root there, flash over from Han Sama, looking for the lockup. Ulti for Jackie Love for a bit of extra healing. Onslaught, the Severum Q allows him to speed away, but Han Sama.
Quite interesting on the setup for the last one. With the Sion and the Wukong having good position. But now on the Herald, Caps is going to run straight towards them. They pop the eye early.
PP coming in from behind. They know Caps is vulnerable. He at least has the flash. Herald now picked up. Zweon waiting, hoping to deny them an escape. Cream going to be rooted up by Han Sama. Han Sama vulnerable here. Flash forward from Feng Yue. Looking to guarantee a bit more. The feathers fly, but Han Sama already getting spinned on. And it's a shutdown to Cream.
And this time it is G2.
A couple of resets, but with mid-prio in their favor, they're not too concerned. Lebrov going to kick things off, knocking Cream back into the wall. Hook going a little bit wide. Cream should fall here, but the flash, the unleashed power, not powerful enough. Oh. Flash forward from Caps. He's determined. Lebrov going to get it done. The electrocute. Rakan finding a way, and it's Jackie Love with a blinking health bar, running for his life as Skewmon now on a killing spree. Caps set to finish off Feng Yue, knocks him down ahead of the third Drake of the game. But in their favor, no cross map, nothing else going against them.
And it is Skewmon and Lebrov. They do not want to let this play die. They don't want to let TS reset.
Hold that
they
thought.
see Cream.
Is dead.
Uh-oh.
And for that brief moment of relation where it feels like G2 get away with everything, they get out scot-free, they don't concede anything else instantaneously. There is another play by TES around the mid lane. TN, fearless. Still has the clone, determined to get another camp, but it won't go like the Scuttlecraft did. This man is dancing, he's dodging everything. Dark spheres, gleaming quills. Jackie Love set up in the mid lane. Skewmon now going to punish. Much less effective tools for Jackie Love to escape. A quick kill to come in for G2 as Caps gets it.
The pace of this game is incredible. I love the kill after kill. We're keeping the kills going. On top side, we're splitting again for TES while Broken Blade and G2 are going to take down mid tower.
That they are.
Oh.
Almost 1,000 of gold apiece for the G2 solo laners empowered in this game. Most certainly, Lebrov just continuing to be a nuisance. And it feels like both sides support jungle. Always looking to make plays. Feng Yue is the downside of the thresh. You're so damn vulnerable. The weak, scattered, charmed, knocked up, knocked down. Lebrov takes the kill.
Who are you interrupting that recall for? You have no teammates around anywhere. He's just trying to be annoying, trying to interrupt Broken Blade's recall after G2 had just taken that mid turret. They had priority, and G2 now are taking over.
Want to just keep pressing for more. TN locked up. Cream, nice route. The interrupt. Tower down. Of course, Herald's still there. The pressure point.
Have to be very careful in their setup. They use the Rift Herald towards mid to get mid priority first and teleport on it as well. Get everyone here.
Break open mid. G2 immediately going to retreat. Herald mount up is there. Zweon looking for another crash, a knock up. Bit more pokes. Way on very far forward. They're going to take a big chunk, hoping to eat a couple of cooldowns. Lantern there, backsteps. Excellent ward to interrupt the Lantern, forcing the ult out. But now Kled is charging in response. LeBron instantly on top, and G2 just descend on TES, charging into their back line, giving them no hope of response. Cream, though, wants to make a difference, continues to step up. The discrepancy between both teams doesn't matter to him. He knows Baron on the table for G2. He wants to do something.
The defense is good from G2 at the secondary tower, and it should turn into Baron unless TES can pull something magical out of their hat right now.
TN has the flash. The ulti, the warrior trickster. Hoping to sneak his way into this one. Realm Warp to bait G2. 8K getting lower. G2 debating. Can they finish it? Instead, they turn their sights to Cream, but they can't find the knockup into the wall. TN finds his way into the backline, forces a flashback from Onsama. Cream going to go down without finding anything else in return. And now it's TN sent running, but with G2, all of their health bars blinking, and Jackie Love on the way. They can't keep going. Feng Yue knows, though, that he has to keep the fight happening because Jackie Love is coming in, ready to try and make the difference. Ulti across the team. G2 holding on, they back away, but no Baron will
but they do, at the very least for TS, stop that Baron.
20 seconds until the Dragon fight's already breaking out. TN in the midst of the team, they know he has no flash. If they take this jungler down, Soul will be theirs. TN now going to fall, decimating smash, not enough to save him. Caps off on the flank with Broken Blade. Jackie Love cannot even play the game. Nowhere for the Aphelios to go. Caps taking down another. G2 just obliterating TES in the fight.
G2 come alive on the MSI stage here. They're going to be able to take the ace, and they're going to be able to take the Baron.
The 2K difference in the Coinbase gold grind. Caps now unstoppable. 6-2-8, 16 stacks in the book. He saw Cream do it. He's happy to respond.
The initial fight down here with Skewmon and Lebrov going against TN, trying to fight him, cut him off from the rest of the team. You saw Lebrov there really biding his time. I like that positioning. He waits and then he pops his ult to bring him back to the rest of the squad. Nice jump from him.
Across the board.
Another stun.
On the Kled. Hook gonna go wide. Cream getting knocked back into the wall. Feathers flying. Good ulti coming in from the Aphelios. Caps looking for the disengagers. Lebrov locks up just about everybody on TES. Locked down there. Caps still standing. Raining damage down onto TES. They finally demount Broken Blade, but it's a quadra for Caps. They're gonna look to give him the penta. G2 well and truly unleashed on the international stage.
Caps pentakill! Caps Syndra is able to get it in G2! They're fighting back!
No 3-0s today. It was grim, but in game 3, G2 bring it back. They find the angles in the fights. They punish top esports, but we're not done yet, Kobe.
It's
not even over. 25 stacks on the Medjai's. G2 won. But you already see Flash forced out of Jackie Love. Not going to have it for the fight. TN risking a lot for the 50-50. G2, though, disciplined. Pull off the objective. 2.6K health. They should just burn through him. Well played by G2. Not giving an angle for the steal.
Yeah, you can't do the normal, jump over, try and steal, and then lantern out if the Skarner is there to trap him up, and that should wrap it up for G2. 10,000 gold and a Cloud Soul. Here they come to finish the job.
Only 2.5 items for Jackie Love. Not the late game threat that he wanted to be. Hasn't had the space or the time. G2 composed in these fights. Much better tools to turn things in their favor this time around to allow them to press that lead. The analyst has said it had to be Caps, and it certainly has been. 3.7K ahead of his opposing number as G2 once again look to just obliterate TES in their own base. Swayon, though, kicking things off pretty nicely, but it doesn't matter because the backline is already falling. Cream living far too long, but the supers are streaming into the base of top esports, and there's just no way they can hold. Knockup flashback by Tion to get away from the entrance. But G2 know it's done. They've shifted things back. They've brought things back for the first time at MSI 2026. It will not be a 3-0. G2 will not go quietly to the lower bracket.
Man, Caps with a pen. All right, talk about side lanes. Okay, so Twisted Fate one side, Nocturne on the other side. Battle of the Globals, and they go with the Tristana here for Cream. Okay.
No, wait, no.
Or we're swapping
No,
it.
do the math,
Never mind.
Leave Hansama in the 1v1.
Okay. +1 on summoner spells for bot lane for G2 here. And Jackie forced the CS just with W here from afar, try and stay safe because Lebrov staying in fog of war in the brush.
Dash forward, cozy campfire there. Forward shot doesn't finish off Lebrov. Flash in, Hansama determined to finish it. Nice flash back from Lebrov. Jackie Love down. Feng Yue must not have skilled the shield. He couldn't save Jackie Love's life.
Yeah, Jackie really wanted to stick around at it and does not fully respect Lebrov in the brush. Hansama moves up. They know they have the kill. Nicely done from him. Jackie tried to go for the 4-shot combination onto Lebrov, but he wasn't quite low enough. Here's another look. Lebrov canceled his recall, goes up. Just as he goes for that cannon minion, time to strike.
Yep.
Nicely done there.
Good
and
patience.
Hansama knows he could get the chase out now, though. Lebrov.
Feng Yue, flash in, a little bit of extra shielding coming in from the warm hugs, but Feng Yue, of course, of this series, we have seen Caps pass Ming in terms of international assists. Meanwhile, on the top lane, double bounce going over the wall. Time bomb still ticking. Broken Blade wants to go Mega for the extra bit of health. Sway on. I don't know if Broken Blade knows the word is here.
I don't think he did. When the maybe. Okay. He's so
Mega.
close to Mega, though.
Skewmon on the way up.
Can you bait him in?
Can you bait him in? Wallop is going to be big. Blocks him down. Q through. Down goes Way On. That's the counter pick. G2
for this series, where now it's early gold lead for G2, but early Dragons will be taken in compensation for the side of TES. And Nocturne is level 6 as well. Feng Yue going to stick around again.
No Q. The shielding there from Lebrov, though. The warm hugs, making sure that Hansama could recall. Feng Yue, good damage. Is he willing to tank a tower shot? The answer for now is no, although Lebrov.
Mantra up now.
Lebrov. You can say he's baiting, but there's no one there to back him up. So I think maybe just
I think minions are dying to the tower right now, too. So they're sending Lucian. Well,
the top lane, gold card ready to go. Sway On hoping to find a way out of this one. No ulti available, no flash. We'll just jump into the tower. Gold card there, Caps. Knocks him out of the sky. Grabs a kill for himself.
Yeah, I mean, he picks the counter pick into a team that was already showing Twisted Fate. Caps goes top side. Meanwhile, yeah, the minions are dying on bottom side of the map, but G2 to send everybody up through for this Grubs. They've got 5 people here.
Completely ignoring the bottom lane. Jackie Love TN level 6, ready to go. The Spiraling Despair also up for Cream. Half health, he did use it now onto Hansama. Decent chunk to kick things off. Curtain call coming out. Lebrov has to body block a bit, but can't afford to block too much. Knockback, Severing Bolt. Clean from Cream.
The artillery in this comp, Dracos. Really hitting home. Broken Blade now going to have to give up position. And they're outnumbered.
Caps on the way in. Gold card goes in onto Tien. Lockdown on the wallop. A great spell shield from Tien. Make sure that they can make their way out. Q getting stacked up. Cream flashing away. Nice pullback, but all the spells going a bit wide. Means there's not a lot of a damage. Follow-up is there. Spiraling Despair to the midst of the team. Exhaust down on his Qmon, but Cream drops. He falls. All of G2 has arrived to the top side. Jackie Love cannot show up, so the man advantage for G2 just pays off. Tien running for the hills. Gold card. Once again, the spell shield there, but there's too many spells coming. Not enough time for that cooldown to come back. Hoping to get a kill back into Skewmon, but he's got the blast shield, he's got the hugs, and he's got the kill.
Yeah, TS, they don't
account. Mid lane, right? This control mage who can just effortlessly delete waves, stop you from being able to do anything in mid. Well, when he TPs in top, suddenly you have that angle. Downside for G2, again, you said kind of switching the script from what we saw in the first few games. They are the team with the gold lead, but they are losing Drake after Drake to the side of TES. The third probably going to force a fight as TES is determined to bully down this tower. Jackie Love locked up, but they don't quite have enough damage to finish the kill yet. Caps on the way in, flash to the wall from Broken Blade. Body blocking the Spiraling Despair, but he will drop. Curtain call coming out alongside the Nocturne ulti. All of G2 in fast retreat as they body block for Lebrov.
No flash, so side lanes are kind of difficult to deal with, so they're covering for the Hwei to allow Cream to push out, get the extra money, and G2 will pick up the Herald.
Sama chipped a little bit. Lack of vision from TES, determined to fight through the bottom lane.
Can they get the engage onto Cream? Cream does not have flash now after that last play. G2 going to force the issue here.
Tien maybe looking for the 50-50. TES just going to concede here. Broken Blade mounted up, ready to charge into the Herald, and he's got his driving license. Not enough to kill the turret, but at least make sure to get value out of the Herald, and that's disrupting the Drake stacking from top Esports.
G2 have TS on the ropes, man. TES are antsy. Their comp is so fragile, and no flash on Jackie or Cream now. They're trying to get back to their tower.
Jackie Love, flash out from Lebrov. Han's hoping to finish the tower, but will just retreat. Another tower in the bottom lane, already chunked out. Hansama incredibly
Being
low.
completed, burst damage here at 4 Twisted Fate. I mean, you do have a Nocturne on your team to try and cover, but
Hansama finished the tower. He thought he was going to finish the tower. It might cost him his life.
Whoa.
Flash out. Ulti coming in from TN. Hansama trying to sidestep. Oh, it's an absolute disaster. The Milio falls. TES. 2 kills, gift wrap. Broken Blade with a double bounce, jumping off the Gromp, means he'll be able to walk away for now. Instantaneous ulti coming in from Caps. Locked down there on his way on, doesn't get the buffer, but knocks back the Gnar. Caps not a ton of damage, but more than enough to finish off the Tristana. This is the concern for TES. We talked about it when you fall behind against this TF. It's so difficult to get space on the map.
Yeah, good punish from Caps. This Tristana counter pick is not finding value. Tries to chase too far. They punish it immediately. And now he gets the tower!
We thought it was G2 versus TES, the rivalry, but it is Hansama versus that tier 1 tower. Or TN versus Scuttle Crab. These are the side stories we didn't expect to be talking about.
It's the real deep lore that gets you in these matchups.
Oh! 2 members popping out of the brush there, but it looks like Caps Broken Blade now retreating. Mininar there.
They can long chase this with Jackie moving from mid.
That's the ulti coming in. Nocturne going face first into the Milio. He's now taken down. Skewmon going to be in trouble. Forced to run away. Flash in from Fungyue, getting the slowdown. Looking to find the follow-up route. Excellent route coming in from Jackie Love to ensure the 2 kills. A shutdown over to the Jhin, and now he's the one with the lead. Nocturne ulti coming out. Exchange for the culling. The objective getting lower and lower, though. G2 going to have to run face first into TES. The 50-50. Cream, the one who takes the Drake. Spiraling despair into Skewmon. Not a lot of follow-up damage. Knockback onto Broken Blade right as he's about to go Mega. Curtain call to give TES a little bit more space, and G2 retreating into TES's own jungle.
Can they trap them, though? Who's running from who?
Flash out, follow-up for Broken Blade. Manages to catch out TN, but it's not the target that he wanted. Excellent reaction from TES. Broken Blade down. Jackie Love looking for the chase. Curtain call already down. 4-shot, raring to go. Nice poke coming in. Gold card onto Fungyue. He does have McHale, so they maybe hope to find him on that one. Broken Blade determined to finish the tower. Caps immediately going to alter to the top lane, looking to punish his way in. Running for his life. Nice damage coming in for Caps. Boomerang there as well. He's just got nowhere left to run. That's top laner down, but it's going to cost G2. Mid lane tower. G2 on the top side, though, no, they have to keep pushing to get more, but it's risky. TN moving up, has access to the paranoia. So they will just back away.
Super smart move there from G2. They ring him around a Rosie here. Now can they actually circle again? I mean, they stayed here for another play, and they find Tien.
Tien off to the side. Fear there. Jackie Love looking to back him up. Gold card connects onto the Nocturne. Jungler down. Crucial for G2. Tien overconfident to try to retake his own jungle.
Man, the games from G2. Caps kind of slinking off to the side, ults up to the top. They go for the kill there. They got the pick. Then they stick around. Now with no jungler and no top laner.
TP in. Big damage, but Hansama's already at half HP. Curtain call opening up. 5K, G2, can they afford to just focus down the objective? Have to respect the Jhin 4-shot. Jackie Love continuing to walk up. Baron will fall in favor of G2, but how many can make it alive? Caps waiting over the wall, finds the gold card onto Cream. Q flash forward coming in from Skewmon. Hansama still alive, but isn't in position to fire back. G2 happy to have 5 Barons up.
They're just going to try and get cross-map gold.
Didn't want to risk it all on that soul. It would be nice to stop G2 from being able to fully leverage the Baron. The risks.
Well, they're just going to continue their split push, though. I mean, Sueon does finish up that top tower.
Ulti into the mid lane, though, catching out Skewmon, looking for an angle to Q away.
Ooh.
Does manage to escape, denies the play, and now bot lane is going to be vulnerable if G2 want to push for more. Instead, they're going to try to punish TES. Cap's already moving over, hoping to catch out Jackie Love, who all on his lonesome doesn't have access to Fungyue's McHale's.
Now they can actually wrap around. They're pinging to go for
wrap,
Caps.
Though. Look at the mini-map. G2 forcing down the towers way on into the mid lane. Caps going golden. No chance for a Messiah play. Just gets a little space for the team. Exhaust onto Jackie Love. Running for dear life as his team breaks open the base of TES.
Caps for inhibitor. They get the shutdown kill, and the money goes like a massive wave on top side. And Sueon needs that money for an Infinity Edge for the Tristana. If they could get to the Infinity Edge in the next couple of minutes, that would be huge.
Super should make it easy. Not letting TES get an angle to just move through mid or move through bot as Skewmon poking a bit. Gold card coming out for Caps. Lockup is there. Down goes the Nocturne. A second life coming in. Gnar coming in from behind. Rage starting to stack. Tien needs to live if he wants to help his team get this one. Caps goes in with the gold card, determined to take him down. Willing to trade his own life, but Tien still survives. Root coming in. He'll catch Caps on the way out. Flash in, going in. Skewbomb wants to make a difference. Broken Blade carries Nox back into the wall, but the follow-up damage just isn't there. Swayon wants to make it out. Manages to take one in return. Q coming through. Interrupt is there. It's an absolute bloodbath. Dragon be damned. G2 might just go for the game.
Forget Messiah, holy moly, Caps that re-engage. He makes it happen in G2. They're inside the base.
Cream desperate to recall.
Caps is on the
might
Nexus.
not be able to stop him. Caps, can he finish it? He's got the Lich Bane. He's shredding through the towers. Recall there. Broken Blade doesn't spot him. They can't close it.
Yeah, they don't know. They can't go for the end, but they're going to get 2 inhibitors off it. Holy, that was incredible. The follow-up there after the re-engage, they get the extra kills. Then the team gets there. Caps lives as they get there. They get the kills, but then so much damage in the counter here. Just before he goes down, Swayon was able to get that last one.
Really just the slimmest of margins. You can see Jackie Love hurts. One auto taking out about half of his HP as now we have another fight breaking out. Tien gonna use Destiny coming out as well. Colin getting a bit of chip damage down onto Cream. TES now forced to back away. Trading cooldowns for cooldowns. Ulti in onto Jackie Love. They know he's vulnerable. Redemption down across the top. Skewmon getting a bit of extra healing, but he's forced to retreat. TES have absorbed the initial engage and are now looking to turn with the curtain call. Second shot landing. Third, fourth, waiting. Not gonna find a target.
Wow, this game is insane. Gold card immediately. Baron started up by G2. They can look for the turn here. Broken Blade has a good build on his Narbard right now. It's very close to Mega Gnar. He can pop it.
Wants to get Tien out of this. Wall up, good backstep coming from Tien. 3K in the Baron, getting lower and lower. Skewmon managing to secure it. Technically, Caps the
Ahead
one.
of the Dragon, so everybody can just go reset after this.
Caps. Ooh. Chipping away the health bar. TP up.
They want the kill. They want the
Blade.
kill.
Swayon dash back in onto Caps. Exhaust immediately traded for Exhaust. Knockback is there. Reset on the jump, but Caps TP in right back in. He's not done yet.
How good is this guy? Caps in the previous game. Caps here on Twisted Fate making some critical plays for G2 to gain map priority. They find the pick, and now they're coming for the base.
Might not even need the soul. 2 inhibitors exposed. Broken Blade to look to make it a third. TES on the ropes. They were 2-0 up, and now it's G2 who may just be pushing us to silver scrapes.
Oh, they're closing in, Dracos.
TES running out of time to force a fight. Rapid fire auto is going to break a tower here in a second. Nocturne ult immediately comes up. Cream locked up on the backside, but still has enough HP to throw out another round of cooldowns. May need to go back to the fountain, but opts not to. Lebrov getting lower and lower. Tien in trouble. Broken Blade leaping into the enemy fountain, looking for the knockback, and they've managed to do it. G2 take us to a game 5.
G2
isn't pure physical. Okay, instead we're just stacking up on tanks.
They say, never mind, Cream.
How many tanks do you want?
Keep your hands on it.
Yes.
I mean, it's just more wombo with the combo, right? More big engage. You get a big old. First clears are done. Maokai, can Maokai loop around here behind the Mel? Looks like it. So Skewmon gang top, Maokai
way
mid.
up, flash forward. Not quite able to get the wall bang, but more than enough damage, hopefully to finish up the Ornn for G2 Esports. Unstoppable first blood, but traded back. Nice for Swayon. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Lebrov looking to chase down Jackie Love. W giving him a bit more damage. Shattering strike and another kill coming through.
Blood everywhere. Fengyue is the one back on the rift first.
Caps. Backing off Lebrov finally here. Fengyue going in. Shattering strike a bit more damage. Aegis Assault to block the follow-up, but Fengyue's getting lower and lower. Skewmon now on the way in. That is one dead Pantheon. Q to get it through. Cream now on the way out. Fengyue.
The battlefield, even Swayon walking all the way down, using his Ornn ultimate. But Caps doesn't get hit by the spear, does not fall. Skewmon is
Fengyue, nice advance coming in from Tien, dodging out on the ulti from Skewmon. Ulti from Jackie Love a bit wide, but the additional movement speed is just sending Skewmon into TES's jungle.
As long as Skewmon is able to get away from Cream, he does not want to give this kill to Cream. All right,
giving it to Jackie Love. Ooh, the bomb misses. If he goes under tower at this point, it'll be Fengyue who gets the kill. Cream on the way in too. I don't think he's going to get his choice. Will be donated over to Cream. As you said, work
for Skewmon. He should be uncontested.
It's a nice early game for G2, building such a big lead so quickly. Fengyue hasn't really had a chance to pick up XP, so delays that level 6 and the ability to threaten on side lanes.
Dracos, didn't they add quests into the game to avoid?
Nice to have it. Again, we talked about the amount of team fighting ultimates that can come out of this TES lineup if they can force, if they're able to stack 2 Drakes, get a third.
Ganking top too, Maokai, all right.
Slowed down, Twisted Advance finally gonna come through, flashback from Broken Blade, wall to lock up TN, forcing a flash out from him as well. Good response from the G2 top laner. Alti, nice sidestep from Caps, flash in the Solar Snare, not gonna be enough, rebuttal a little bit too late, Cream on the chase to grab the kill. A nearly flawless dive from TES, even into the Mel.
Yeah, good flashes there, invested from them. They get the kill. They got Caps' flash as well down. And TES fighting back in this one now with the Ornn ult.
Horn blown. Broken Blade marked. That's the additional auto coming in. Fengyue blocked by the wall, getting chipped lower and lower. Egg about to come out from Broken Blade. Comet Spear at least gets the cooldown, but I don't think we're going to see a redive quite yet.
Yeah, it won't be the Broken Egg this time around. Just gets the refill, get back up.
Tien going for the Q back. Demon pretty powerful, has the Sunder Sky flash in, looking for the wall, knocked down. Tien instantly deleted. Fengyue likely next, no flash available. And Sion debating if he can even support him here. That's the Glacial Storm, Broken Blade grabbing another kill.
And Flashy to redirect so he can get into the wall.
All engaged now coming into the mid lane. LeBron with the crash down. Cream running for his life. Solar Snare from Caps. Desperate to finish this kill. The Eclipse to drop him down.
The 2v2 with the sports mid here goes the way of G2 because LeBron is there early.
Shattering Strike. Aegis Assault falling away. You can see Skewmon already taking the Raptors, looking to chip away at the resources of TES. TES doing a good job of finding kills, finding some angles for Hope.
Here we go again.
The lead just continues to grow. Fengyue's got nowhere to go. He can't jump anywhere. Knockback is there. The Solar Snare, and Caps gets another. Give TES the opportunity to stack. Cream doing good damage here, but knows he could be forced to snap back at a moment, so doesn't want to overstay. Q3 ready to go, but Caps is already there waiting, and he whiffs. He's forced to ult instantaneously, but they've already body blocked it. It's an absolute disaster. The ulti from Jackie Love across the top. Is it going to be enough? Tien trying to buy space for the rest of his team. Aegis Assault gives Fengyue an extra second, and they manage to hold on, but the Eclipse is ready. Down goes the support of TES. Jackie Love finally here, blinking health bars across the board. Cream debating if he can get involved once again. Instantaneous snapback to deny the crash down. TP in from Zuyon. The horn has been blown. Ornn is on the way in. Cream looking to finish off Lebrov. G2 taking a bit too much. Cream now on the chase. The mount up is there. Tien grabbing another kill. Jackie Love will fall as well, the 1-for-1. Cream starting to chase, crash down from Lebrov, but Cream getting faster and faster as the duration ticks. One more auto, hoping to close up with a sidestep on the Mortal Steel, enough to keep Lebrov standing.
Oh, he barely lives, and during the time where TS invests everything, 5 players to the bottom side of the map, Broken Blade does finish the top tower, continues pushing, but TS fighting back into this one, getting some valuable kills for themselves with Tien, skirting the edges just barely.
Rift Herald summoned here. Not sure where, doesn't matter. Meanwhile, fist fight in the bottom lane. Caps now trying to retreat. Twayon on the way in. Rebuttal keeping Caps standing for an extra second. He wants one more auto. Caps is brittle, but he's not broken. Zuyon again, just denied any angle, denied any kill. Hansama, though, now the one who has to start running, but TES think better of it. Forward, but he can pick anyone he wants to support on the map and know that they have more than enough damage to finish those kills.
All right, Tien's still on that bottom side.
Skewmon out of nowhere, flanking Jackie Love. Down he goes, but now it's Pantheon active on the bottom side. Fengyue trying to get it done with Cream. It's going to be a kill donated over to him. The egg taken away. Cream grabbing this one. Lebrov debating if he needs to run or if the backup that's on the way will be there soon enough. The answer is they are. Heal coming in under Lebrov. Additional movement speed. Skewmon on the chase. Flash. Solar Snare. Caps the damage to finish off the TES support. Cream now in trouble. Q3 back through the enemy team. Flash out to safety. Holding on for dear life, but G2 just keep winning the exchange.
It's bloody, and they get the tower afterwards as well. A couple of kills, though, still picked up on the exit from TES.
Was even more important for both sides. TES, maybe their little glimmer, little sliver of hope as a way to come back into this game.
Okay. It's a clump team here. They've got 4 melees.
Ulti onto Hansama, immediate TP. Cream coming over the wall, going to ult across into Hansama. Hansama just barely clipped. Cream ready to snap back. They can't quite finish him, but he's got no avenue back to the fight. Rebuttal onto the Yorn ultimate as G2 stand tall as 5. Cream dashing in. W shield is massive, but Caps manages to burn him down. Soyeon on the way out. Ulti in. Retreat now coming in from Feng Yue. LeBron looking for a re-engage. Caps still standing. Solar Snare only connecting onto 1. A bit more damage coming in as Hansama is still alive. G2 holding the line. Caps ready to go over the wall if necessary. Poking a bit more with the Solar Snare, but the passive is there from Broken Blade. Soyeon wanted to find the kill, but he cannot get the job done. Both sides left bloodied.
The Baron!
Both sides brawling. A bit more damage coming in for the Baron. Caps a Solar Snare. Jackie Love hoping to finish it. Soyeon damn tanky. Broken Blades come back after the egg though, looking to lock up Jackie Love, who's managed to take down LeBron, turning his attention instead to Skewmon. Caps trying to hold on, double AP carries will finally knock down the Ornn. Skewmon ready now to take out Jackie Love. G2 in the extended fight, making sure nobody on TES is left standing.
G2 with 4 kills. Baron got 1. Oh my goodness, that was such a scramble. Nobody had touched away with, what, it's like 20 health or something there. Wait.
Fist fights aren't done. Tian is dead, caught out in his own jungle. G2 making a fast play to punish. They didn't even have vision set up. They must have just spotted him and ran him down with the Sivir ultimate. 2.5 9-ups now, 14 pages in Caps' book.
They're running the Rift, Dracos. G2 are running Summoner's Rift here in the critical game 5. So close to a reverse sweep in TES. They need magic now. Trying to contest the Baron.
Cream, Q3 in, big damage being traded back. Will finally snap away, but he's already lost 50% of his HP. I just don't think that there's anything they could do. Jungler down, TES here, just to spectate, just to watch the Baron fall as hope just continues to dwindle for top esports. G2, 7,500 gold.
Going topside. It's not over yet though. With the Baron buff, still work for G2 to do.
Hexgate, LeBron leaping face first into TN. Feng Yue trying to escort the tanks out, but Skewmon just doesn't care. Caps, nice rocket belt backwards. Skewmon using the ulti to knock away the remaining members of TES. Cream still here, but the melee range is just so hard for him to do anything. Skewmon now on a rampage. Ulti in from Jackie Love, just shielded by Hansama. No hope of securing this dragon, maybe of even defending this tier 2. TES once again sent packing.
Yep, G2. Continue the steamroll. They've got Baron, continue the siege. 4-1 split push for them. Skewmon on mid, but nothing Jackie can do about it. Even the Sivir bounces are just chunking him down as he tries to stay far away and clear the wave.
Take their time. Get Dragon on the way out. Not concerned whatsoever. Slow, steady siege. Skewmon solo pushing in the mid lane. Poppy is just too damn tanky. So far ahead, has stopped for the Randwoods on the way. Even Cream's damage so heavily mitigated. But a TP in. Potentially the last desperate stand of top esports. Q3 ready to go for Cream. He's hoping to make the difference. Ulti across, but Hansama with the spell shield denies him access. Sivir untouched. The carries untouched. G2 continue to dominate.
The G2 blender grinds them up. They get the kill and they're looking to take down the base.
Labrov chasing in, base broken open, an inhibitor exposed. Tien on the flank. Cream up. Just buying space, I guess. Ulti across. Rebuttal there, TP in. TES, what are you playing for? A bit more time for Cream in the mid lane, it seems, but what will it cost you? Good news is...
And especially Hans in such a strong position. They should be able to win this team fight. I mean, Caps has 20 stacks on his Medjais here with the
first 2 games, despite how incredibly one-sided they were.
Yeah, have to have endurance to be able to pull it off in the final one. And now they're just going to run straight through to the base. Skewmon, can he find?
Yep. Skewmon looking for a solo kill here, just continuing to fist fight Jackie Love, and Jackie Love really has nowhere to go. Take a miracle for him to escape, as Skewmon just taking his sweet time will knock down Jackie Love. Ulti though, perhaps one final team fight. Skewmon isn't there. Feng Yue manages to get to the back line. Hansama running for his life as Cream manages to put Broken Blade in the egg, but Soyeon is just getting shredded, just getting dunked down. Hansama still living a perfectly timed spell shield. Cream holding on to hope, hoping he can make the difference. There's so much healing. A Q3 ready to go. A tower being destroyed in the meantime. Q-flash from LeBron goes completely awry. It's going to cost him his life. The snapback should finish it. Cream grabbing the kill. Feng Yue caught by the wall, nowhere to go. Pantheon dropping down, a scrappy exchange. Lebrov, even Broken Blade, kind of on defense duty to stop that from happening. I mean,
here we go again.
Ulti from Tion. Wall there, Skewmon, that's the knockback of Tion. Dodging out on some of the follow-up damage, now trying to retreat back into his base. Root, knockup coming in from Skewmon. They're trying to shred through the Poppy, but Lebrov now off on the side. Caps and Broken Blade free firing over the wall. Cream gets to the backline, knockup onto 3. Oh, Sama down! He waits patiently, he finds the angle, but still TES lose 2.
With the power of another Baron buff, we'll get right back to the siege.
Oh yeah, get a hammer, knock that dent out. Red Bull Baron power play. Is this the final nail in the coffin? Neither side close to the... Leon ready to forge, but it looks like he doesn't have the space to forge another upgrade. Another item. G2 barreling into the base of TES. Jackie Love able to lay down a bit of poke here, but another inhibitor will fall. Bot lane with an exposed inhibitor. Mid lane perhaps soon to fall as Cream goes toe-to-toe with Skewmon. TP into the mid lane from Broken Blade. Reset, bought another item. Now ready to resume the siege.
And here they come. G2 knocking at the gates, looking to complete the reverse sweep.
Slow, steady, siege, control. G2 not risking anything in these final moments. Tien praying for a flank. A spell shield to stop a bit of poke. Lebrov getting a bit lower, but it's such a small advantage. Cream waiting a bit longer. Horn coming out, looking for the knockback. Caps about to be one shot. A beautiful look from the side of TES. Knock up onto Hans Sama. Jackie Love moving in. It might be a disaster for G2, but Skewmon, Broken Blade, Hans, they remain standing. Knockback into the wall. Zweon running. Fungy way in the area. They can't finish off that Anivia, that Poppy. TES again, though, managed to hold the line. They're still living in this series despite all odds.
It's crazy. TS, they delete another G2 carry. This time, Caps, they take him down. They cut down the pages off his Medjais, and they want more.
Zweon hoping to find Broken Blade. Tien on the way in as well, denying the portal to escape. Now their eyes are set on Skewmon. Broken Blade trying to buy as much space as he can with the Glacial Storm. Skewmon getting chipped away. Cream on the chase, will be forced to snap back soon. Hans on the way in. Half health for Cream. TES still pushing for a little bit more. Cream with the knockup. Flash backwards on the rebuff. Has been CC'd, and now Broken Blade following up the damage. But Cream lives for an extra second. Has the fruit right there to heal him up. Everything coming together to keep TES standing, to keep TES
Teleport
alive.
to the base.
But a TP from Caps might just end it here. G2 hurting TES back. Jackie Love deleting the wave. It's not quite enough. Caps happy to just split their attention. He doesn't want to risk anything else. Tien might want to go for the 50-50, but the health bar is so low, they're just going to back off. It's soul point for G2. TES doing what they can to hold.
Can TES defend again? Because here comes G2 to finish the
Flash
job.
in from Lebrov, immediate flash out from Jackie Love. That's one major cooldown burn. Ulti now from Broken Blade, whittling away at the Ornn. They don't quite find the knockback into the wall, but Zweon down. And G2 continuing to push forward. Supers in every single lane. Surely G2, this is the final fight. They have the man advantage they were looking for. Wall connects with the Jackie Love. He doesn't make it back over. And that might just be it. Wallbang comes in from Skewmon. Looking to deny access from Fengyu, but it does not connect. Instant engage on the Caps. Ignite ticking the Pantheon support. Trying to take down the enemy mid laner. Creep going in, but he completely whiffs. He cannot connect on the Hansama, and Caps is waiting. G2 have done it. For the 6th time in the history of International League of Legends, we are witnessing a reverse sweep as G2 take down top Esports.